everyone, my name is Haley-Louise and welcome to my channel. So today we are going to be doing part 2. In this section I'm going to be doing some of the strangest or weirdest games that I have picked up, or some of the most frustrating gameplay. Why would anyone want to watch this? I don't know, but keep on watching if you would like to see what I have in my collection. Okay, let's go. Okay, so let's kick off this list with a good oldie. Call of Duty 3. This is one of the very few shoot-em-up games, like shoot-em game style, that I own. I used to play Halo, I used to play Quake and stuff like that. I don't know why these never really hold my attention all of that long. I mean, it's a good game. I usually play it in story mode because online mode I just get really annoyed really quickly. I like the fact that it's set in World War II, but it's so frustrating, like running out of ammo, and I could play this with a cheat quite easily. Then next up is Dead Island. Oh, what a surprise, another zombie game. I absolutely adore zombie games, I really do. This one is a really good game. I have no idea, how old is this one? How old are you? This is 2012, so this isn't too old. This has many weapons you can make. This has like a beautiful tropical area that's, yeah, full of zombies. So what annoys me about this game is that the zombies can suddenly go from being completely deserted in one area, you just turn around by accident with your controller, and the next thing you know you have about 50 coming towards you, which you've already killed because you've already cleared that area, and it said you'd cleared the area, but for some reason you stepped over a line and reset it, and you find that very annoying. The other thing that I find with this is that if you walk into a storyline that you are not following, or is not like your main storyline, it will automatically make it that storyline. I don't know if that's just me having a moment and not understanding where I'm supposed to be going, because I don't usually read the instructions that come with games, I just jump straight into it. So yeah, that might be something to do with me, but yeah, apart from that, zombies. Next one I feel like everyone had. You know, when the Kinect came out on Xbox 360, everyone had to go and get themselves a Dance Central, didn't they? You know what, I would still sit down and give this one a boogie. They are very much bad games in my opinion. You kind of play them for a little bit because they're fun, and then everyone says they're really healthy, and then you're like, no, I just want to sit on my ass on the controller. You know what I mean? And along the same line, Your Shape, Fitness Evolved. And again, another Kinect game. These is one of those things that is supposed to be, what do we have on here? We have yoga, we have kickboxing, we have just regular boxing, we have cardio things, you have balance, all sorts of exercises. So in theory it is really good. I don't think I've actually put this on probably since 2010, since it came out, which I probably should do. The other one that, again, I've lost the case for, so it lives in the Fitness Evolved because it's along the same lines. And another one that I think everyone had when the Kinect came out was Zumba Fitness Core. So this is for Zumba. You used to put this on and dance like a lunatic. I enjoyed it while it lasted. I may get back into these, you never know. Now next are two of the strangest movie related games that I think I've ever played. These are very strange. So I have Thor and Beowulf. Let's talk about Thor for a moment. I feel a little bit like this was a game that was probably made quite a while back, and they just stuck like a mock-up of Thor on the front of it. It does feel kind of very arcadey, which is not particularly something I like. Yeah, it's just a lot of monster bashing. There's not really so much a storyline going on there. Well, I mean, you know the storyline anyway if you're a fan of the Marvel Universe in any way, shape or form. Not a great fan of this. I think it was probably more appealing to just bashing things, but I mean, if you're into that, then that's really good. I like a different kind of game. I just bought it because Chris Hemsworth is on the front in truth. And as for Beowulf, well, he shouts and the You walk around a lot in the dark, and you fight a lot of people, and then you fight a lot of like weird things, and then he shouts, and sometimes people get naked and go roar. Yeah, not my cup of tea. Then, because I'm a girl, I had to go and pick up some Disney, didn't I? Oh, Mickey! I thought this game, Epic Mickey, The Power of Two, would be a really pretty game, and it's Mickey with a paintbrush, so I mean, what's not to love? I just thought this was going to be a really, really chilled out, just a pretty game to play when I don't really want to think about much and just enjoy gameplay. You run out of paint all of the time, things keep on flying at you, you fall off of every edge even though you're not any close to it. This game was like the bane of my life until I completed it. How are kids supposed to do this, Disney? So another really, really strange game that I doubt anyone's heard of, you may have, I have no idea, is Naughty Bear. There is obviously a bear called Naughty Bear and it's slightly sadistic, not slightly strange. It's a very strange game. This game is very, very sadistic and very, very strange. Basically, the character of Naughty Bear is told to you like a children's television story. So, the object of the game is to scare the other bears so much to get revenge on them for not inviting Naughty Bear to a birthday party. And you do it in various ways, basically until the stuffing comes out. Hilarious. Very, very strange. There are chainsaws, you can jump out of cupboards, you can sabotage loads of items. If you're in the mood for wrecking some stuff and laughing about it, then this is definitely the game for you. Full on classic Simpsons hit and run. This game is so strange, but I mean, it's The Simpsons, so what else can you expect, really? You have all of your favourite characters, there are loads of cars, there are loads of things that you can unlock, you play lots of different characters, like you play them in gameplay, and I absolutely love this game. I don't care how old this is or how old I am, I think this is one game that I'm always going to go back and play. I bought for, I think it was like £1 at a boot sale, because I was like, oh, Catwoman? Wow! This is probably one of the worst games that I've ever played, and I have played some right rubbish. Not a lot I can say about this. I think the film spoke alone. I didn't think it was that bad, but oh my goodness. Another zombie game, Dead Rising 2. A very strange one as well. If you've ever played any of these Dead Rising games, you can basically make whatever you want out of anything around you into a weapon, and there are some very, very strange combinations. You have things like a rubber duck, a piece of wood, and a motorbike, and that's apparently going to kill zombies. So it just goes to show that if the zombie apocalypse ever does happen, then, you know, just take on tips from MacGyver and we'll all make it through it, guys. It's okay. It gets a bit tedious, I think, running backwards and forwards, but the actual game itself is good. It's just the bits in between the missions that you kind of like have to like fill your time until the next one kicks in. That to me gets a bit like, ah. And then there's always that one zombie that tries to follow you into the toilet. Last up on this strange adventure is a game called Splatterhouse. Basically, you go to a house your girlfriend is taken by a psychotic professor who makes monsters, and then a demon attaches itself to you and makes you into a weird monster hybrid, and then you go fighting things like giant dollies. Very, very strange. Anyway, it's called Splatterhouse. The graphics are a little bit, yeah. I'd say think of like Resident Evil arcade style. Now these two, I'm going to kind of say that they're exactly the same game but with a different storyline and a different timeline. CSI and Sherlock Holmes. Now I love CSI. I absolutely love the show. I saw the game and I was like, oh my goodness. I do have quite a few of these on the computer that I have played before. I quite enjoy them, but at the same time It's a little bit kind of like, it's very much a find it kind of game, and then you can like buff fingerprints and all of that kind of thing. Not to everyone's taste, but I quite enjoy doing this. I would say that these kinds of games are really, really good for someone who doesn't really want to get into gameplay or any sort of like full-on drama. Just have a bit of fun, work out who the killer is. It's a whodunit, obviously, because it's CSI. I think it's about 5 episodes you get, so you play 5 different storylines and find out who the killer was. And yeah, I mean, it's a good game. The same with Sherlock Holmes. This one is exactly the same. You find things with a magnifying glass, find out who stole the painting or who burned the body. So yeah, these two kind of like go hand in hand. So I would literally say that these are like the same game morphed into each other. You know what would be great if these two mated and had a baby? Then that would be like the perfect whodunit game. Someone do that. Someone do that and get back to me. So that was it for this section, guys. That was some of the strangest, weirdest, or most disappointing games that I own. Next time, because I still have more to go, we shall be doing the very last section of my gaming collection for my Xbox games. So stay tuned for that. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments below what your favourite game was out of there, or have you had any really bad gaming disappointments when it comes to gameplay or anything really. And yeah, subscribe so you don't miss the next video, and I'll see you very soon. Bye! Was the your shipness